What is up, guys? Sorry, I had my mic muted. It happens at least once a show.
Right.
So, what's up, Brandon? How was your week this week?
Um, it was pretty solid. I drafted a couple times, which is always a good week. So I don't really know if you can really beat that. I didn't get to play my cube though. I was upset.
You know, that happens.
Indeed.
That happens. Yeah, I got to draft once. I felt really good in the beginning, and then yeah.
Well, I mean that draft we did together. Don't feel bad about the second deck. It was good.
Oh no, I'm
But
not even talking about those.
oh, okay, yeah.
Because if you guys are watching and you want to learn Magic, we do drafts on this channel a lot. And it's a lot of fun. It's different, and yeah, we just got destroyed on a really good deck. But yeah, I mean, for me, I drafted Friday night. I decided to go with Gruul because of the first three cards. Really kind of set the tone. When you have two War Chants and a Zerta Druid, yeah, I feel like I'm good there.
Yeah, that's usually pretty good, but you gotta stay open, man. You can't just commit after the first three cards. We've talked about this.
I know, and I did.
Yeah, I know you
I know.
did.
So,
Jeez.
I mean, other than that, I mean, how did your standard night go?
Okay, so essentially the same thing happened. I went 2-2 again. I played the same guy in the third, or sorry, the fourth round. And if I beat him, I prize. If I don't, he prizes. And again, it's a Jun vs Jun match or mirror, and I get him within like 6 life, and then he just takes over because his deck is a little more late game. So the same thing happened again. It was upsetting, but it was pretty good. I actually have a lot of new cards that I'm putting in the deck now, so it's going to be quite a bit better. I got 2 Hunt Masters, and Olivia, and I have 2 Garrick and another Olivia coming, and then a third Huntmaster as well as some new lands, all of which I got off eBay quite cheap, like $50 for the lot of it. So I feel pretty good about it. And next week will go better. I can feel it. I'm gonna prize.
Well, I could say, with Modern Masters done at my store. My store is not doing any
Right.
more Modern Masters, packs, whatever. And so the standard part will be back, and I'll be playing standard on Friday nights again.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this week, Saturday, what are we all going to be doing?
Pre-release. I'm so
Pre
excited.
release.
The prize for the store I'm going to, top two, both get a box of Modern Masters. So I'm like, I've wanted a box of Modern Masters. I drafted a little bit online. I've been watching so many streams. Like LSV drafts it all the time, so I'm just watching it consistently, like because it's just good. And it's so expensive though that I just haven't been able to justify playing it. But I feel like if I just win a box, I can draft it with my friends, and then maybe I pull something good. You know, Vanillion Click or something. That'd be pretty
Foil
sweet.
Goif.
Foil Goif. You know, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm just gonna say I want at least one sword if I win that box.
Let's put it this way. My buddy, 2 weeks in a row, Peters, has drafted Goif twice.
What?
Yeah.
Are you like he got 4 Goifs in 2 weeks?
He's gotten two Goifs in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I think I mean he drafted
One
two each
foil, one
week.
non foil.
Jeez,
And then he
that's
got a click,
ridiculous,
too.
man. That guy just is made of gold. Actually, at the draft I went to on Friday,
Yeah.
the guy who won the draft, he had like this really nice red black aggro deck with like, oddly enough, Shivan or no, um, the Tyrant, Shivan Tyrant or something, or
Yeah.
Mara Tyrant as the top of his curve, and that thing just did work because his trample. I don't even know, like its effect is meaningless. It beats people in the face. And he won the 6 packs, and I'm like, oh, you should open one to see what you get. You probably get like a Rald Zarek or something in your first pack. He opens it. Hey, look, Rald Zarek. Opens another one. And then, like overall, he opened Rald Zarek, Baraska, and Asperia in 6 packs. Like
I would punch him.
I was upset, man. I
I've
was
never had
actually
that luck.
upset. Like, and this guy gets that luck all the time.
It's always people that sit next to me. 2 weeks ago, when I drafted, the person across from me drafted a Supreme or a Sphinx.
Right.
This week, the lady on or the girl on one side of me drafted a Vraska. The one on
Oh
the other
wow.
a Rawl. And
So you
I'm the
just
one that handed the cards out.
yeah. No one will ever accuse you of like fixing the draft because you would be getting all these Froska and Rald Zarek because those are good cards. Like I
Yeah.
traded the Rald Zarek for an Overgrown Timid and Abrupt Decay. Went straight into my standard deck because I'm not gonna use Rald Zarek, and I was like. Paid for my draft. I get all these extra cards. You know, I think I want to. I like drafted a Putrefy and a Drag Mangler. I was like, sweet. I felt really good, man.
Yeah. So why don't we get into topics? Because we have, I mean, well, we have the biggest one to talk about as
Right.
always.
Do you wanna do the pack first?
Uh, yeah. Let's.
All
So,
right.
guys, what we're always going to do during the show is we're going to open up at least one pack. Just open up a random pack. Once Brandon gets a cam, it'll be nicer or whatever.
Yeah. I'm usually the one who wins them at the at the drafts, so I have packs, and everyone's like, all right, well, all right. Have
So
fun.
let's have you pop a pack.
All right,
Now,
man.
what is it?
It's a Dragon Maze pack.
All right.
So
So
expect like 17 clue stones.
at least four.
Yeah, at least 4 because that's just what you get. So, all right. First card, a Demir Cluestone.
Okay. So Cluestone. We can put that aside.
There's the one Cluestone. So we're not really going to talk about. Okay, so Boros Mastiff. This is just 2/2 with Battalion gains
He's a
lifelink.
2/2 for 2
Yeah, I
with
mean,
Battalion. I mean, if
he's
you're
fair.
running a Boros deck, if you're drafting Boros, he's a solid guy.
he gets the job done. Just bears are really really important in limited formats. So nice there. Not bad. Obviously not first pickable. Uncovered Clues is the next.
Not really a big fan.
No, it's just not good in draft.
Yeah.
Just not good.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the first card that I would consider first picking: a Robo Maka.
Roman Belt Maka.
Yep.
Blood Rush for 1. And you throw
Yep.
3/3 on there.
Or you
Love
can
that
just
card.
throw it 3 for 4, which is fine as well.
Yeah.
It's a giant growth or a creature. This is good.
Yeah.
This is the kind of cards that you want, especially since it's monocolored. Like it leaves you so open
Yep.
to going into whatever you want. Like, and at worst, you just don't play it as a common anyway. So
Yep.
it's not like you first pick something big. Next card, also a common I would definitely consider first picking is Viashino First Blade.
Oh, haste, and then it becomes a 4/4 the first shot it up comes
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Like
So if they don't have much to block at all
no,
or any, you 4 to the face.
this is like potentially in a Boros deck. Even if you just had cards from this pack, you could turn 2 Mastiff into turn 3 First Blade
Yeah.
and just smack him for 6.
Yep.
Like, and that's something that happens a lot, especially in limited, because people are like, all right, well, I don't have a lot of 2 drops, or not an insane amount of 2 drops. If they're not picking them, like if they're an Orzhov or something, they're probably gonna have like a Sin Collector, or sorry, a Tithe Drinker or 2, and then like that Bane Alley Blackguard.
Yeah.
That's more or less it. There's
Yeah.
probably going to be in there, maybe like a Grim Rustabout, but that's not even very good in Orzhov. So that turn 3 can be scary.
Yes, it can.
Next in here is a Maze Behemoth.
Yeah, not too
Yeah.
keen.
They're pretty meh. It's kind of, it's just a dude. Like the trample is cool on
It's a big
multicolor.
dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's just look at it as a 5/4 for 6, which isn't particularly good,
Yep.
but it's not. Sorry, I dropped the cards. It's not the worst thing ever. Next is Off the Kills, which is the worst thing ever.
Yep.
Just not even gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip past that one.
Crypt Incursion.
Eh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it in limited. I mean, maybe I play it versus like a Varl's deck. I cite it in there, but other than that, no.
Yeah.
Next is Deputy.
Love me some Deputy.
Yeah, dude,
Flash, and then you could bounce.
it can save a creature.
It's
So
basically a Resto Angel.
Yeah, it counters a removal spell. That's what I see this as.
Yeah.
'Cause generally, you're not gonna have too many. I mean, if you have like Lobber Crew and multiple deputies, you can just start just untap your lumber crew. But that's not very common.
Yeah.
So it's not first pickable. Again, I'd probably take the first blade or the Maka. I don't really know which one, but
Well, we haven't gotten to the rare yet. I mean, we can get
yeah,
there.
that's true. We do have one more common, ride control. It's fine in Orshav or Azorius, but
It's okay.
yeah. All right, here we go. Definitely the best card we've seen so far. Unflinching Courage.
Armadillo Cloak.
Yeah, dude, Armadillo Cloak. It's just good.
It's
It's one of
just
those
plain. That's a first pick
Yeah.
card right there.
It's one of those enchantments that is worth playing. There aren't very many, but this is one of them.
Oh yeah,
It's-
you put that on, and then you put an ethereal armor and go like this.
Well, yeah, you could do that. Ethereal Armor is not bad either. First Strike is nice, and again, with other enchantments, it gets pretty good. Alive and Well is fine,
Yeah.
which is our second uncommon. So make a Centaur gain 2 life for each
Yep.
creature. It's really only going to be good if you're playing green. Like, if you're just playing for the white side of this, it's not going to be a very good card. If
No,
you're
if you're
in
playing
Selesnya-
green, it's good.
Yeah, if you're in Selesnya, it's really nice because it's like, oh, okay, make a Centaur. Kicker is 1. I gain life. Cool.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you're in the right deck, that's a fine card. Next we have Species Gorger.
He sees play in
Yep.
limited
Yeah,
or
in
in
the-
draft.
not in any kind of constructed. If you
Yep.
in Triple Dragon Maze, like one of the main drafting strategies was get Species Gorger, get Guild Gates, get Gatekeepers,
Yep.
and then just like keep replaying Gatekeepers at value. And
Yep.
that's a good strat, but it's pretty hard to pull off.
Especially when you have a Ceruli Gatekeeper. It's like, oh, 7 life. Oh, 7 life.
Yeah,
Oh, 7
or-
more life.
I think Ceruli. I mean, any of them but the red one are good.
Yeah.
Like draw a card, awesome. Make a 2/2 with it.
Yep.
That's pretty solid. Especially if you're in a Celestia, it's like, oh, look, I have something to populate. And you don't do 2 damage. It's a pseudo removal spell, which is pretty freaking awesome.
Yep.
And now we have. Well, I'm going to tell you about the Guildgate. It's an Orshoff Guildgate.
Oh, that's a nice guild gate.
It's important to recognize that. And, ooh, the rare is actually something I would probably first pick in this pack. It is a Skylasher.
I would first pick that all day long.
Yeah. This
Flash
card.
Pro Blue.
Yeah. Can't be countered and has reach.
Yep.
For bear cost? Like, what? It's so good.
That would be
Oh.
my first pick right there.
Yeah, no, obviously. It's also like a $6-7 card some places.
Yep.
No, so, yeah,
I actually have a full play set. 2 play sets now
they're
actually.
fantastic.
And they play.
It's that a lot of red-green aggro decks might consider. I'm not sure if that's particularly amazing there, but they do have trouble with the flyers, and it's also really good versus control. Just can't be countered. Yeah, I like this. So
Yeah.
that's our pack. Only 1 clue stone. I'm pretty happy about that.
I'm actually a big fan.
Yeah.
Good pack, good Skylasher.
Yeah, no kidding. Unflinching Courage, Skylasher, Maka,
Yeah.
and First Blade. I can't really see me first picking anything else here. What would you take? Like, first use Skylasher, and I kind of agree. It leaves you open. It's just a fantastic card.
I would go Skylasher because you can either go Selesnya, you can go Gruul, you can go Golgari, you can go. I mean, it leaves you so open.
Right.
But the Flash, the Reach, the Pro Blue.
Mhm.
I mean, it can't be countered.
It's a really good card.
It's a
Bear is
phenomenal
limited.
card.
Yeah, 2/2s and limited are just something that you want anyway, and this is a 2/2 with a hell of a lot of up. You can play it on their turn. If they have blue flyers, they don't actually get anything done with them.
Yeah. Oh, I have a Cloudfin Raptor. Oh, I have Skylasher.
Yeah, it just straight up. It's fantastic. I think that's actually what it's killing in the artwork. Might be a Cloudfin Raptor.
I would hope so.
I think so, yeah.
But I would go that route all day long. So
Right.
episode 2, guys. Basically, yeah, we are we're gonna try to help you guys out, make you guys better players, and talk a lot of Magic. So if you want to learn Magic or whatever, I'd be all about it. And you know what? Namman just retweeted us, so he might not be here with us, but he is here by heart.
He's here in spirit.
Yep.
which
that's-
is all that really counts.
Yeah. So
But-
moving on to our topic list, GP Miami just happened last week.
Yup. Reed Duke, man.
Reed Duke, I mean, a phenomenal player, but also, I mean, can we talk about the decks we saw?
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about the winning deck, which is also what I play, we can talk about John.
Well, I mean, definitely. I mean, he played
Yeah.
a phenomenal Jund deck. I mean, that was.
Yeah.
It shows how good Jund really should be. So.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, other notable top finishers here: Brad Nelson playing Junk Aristocrats.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. There's so much junk,
Oh yeah,
like junk decks. Like it was junk tokens, junk aristocrats, junk.
Reanimator.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And
I mean,
said,
Voice of Resurgence is just too good.
well, that was what I was about to say. Every card you saw,
Yeah.
every main deck, if it had green in it, you saw voice.
Pretty much. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be this broken. When I first saw, like, okay, this is really good. It forces you to play removal on their turn. But, like, if you're in red, you can pillar it. And really, then it's just a bear. But the problem is for every other deck, or if you don't have a pillar, it does so much work that you just can't deal with it. It's that good. I don't know. For turn 2, it's absurd.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is the most retarded thing I've ever seen in my life. So.
Even worse than Mind Sculptor. I don't know about that. Mind Sculptor was pretty stupid.
Yeah, Mind Sculpt was pretty stupid, but I don't know. I definitely sat there and my mouth dropped a lot because you'd be like, "Oh, look, sweet."
Yeah. It's just, hey, I make tokens. Have fun. It counters control too, because you can't cancel anything, because half the time when you cancel their spell, they're like, okay, and they just put a token out that's better than the spell they were casting, because a lot of these decks are like Naya Blitz that's playing it, so they don't give a crap if you cancel their spell. They're like, okay, whatever, I get a better creature now anyway. Thank you for upgrading it for me. So you're sitting there in a control deck letting everything resolve because you just can't deal with this card. Like, yeah, no, it's it's crazy.
I mean, to me, it seems broken.
Yeah. Maybe like.
Well, they've
they're gonna
already
have to
said
find
they kind of regret playing it
right.
or making it. So
I think it's the fact, like, if it when it died, it made that token, and that was it. Like, that'd be fine. But like the fact that you can't play spells on their turn, it's too much, man. It's too much. Because a lot of Jund decks, even, like, thinking about this from my perspective, when you get your Huntmaster out and you're trying to flip it, like, you can't do that, because usually you just play an instant on their turn, and then it flips, you get 2 life and a wolf, and you're like, okay, cool. Then it flips back again, because you just don't play anything on your turn, and you just keep doing that, and you get mad value out of it. You can't,
yeah,
it doesn't work anymore.
yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like retarded. So.
Not really much else to say about it.
No, I mean, it was really good. I enjoyed watching it. If any of our viewers watched it, definitely let us know. I mean, I saw some good Bant hexproof decks too.
Hmm.
And they too were running voice.
Yeah, they were. Green, white, blue. Why wouldn't you?
Yep, green, white, blue. Oh, there you go.
It wasn't even like a target for any of their enchantments or anything. It was just, I have this out now, deal with it.
Yep.
Because they still have the Invisible Stalker, which is a better target for your enchantments. Because that hexproof is just so important. Or like
Yeah,
their
Kevin
guidance or
Bacon is phenomenal. So that's what
It
we call
does
him
it.
here.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. So when I'm playing, and if I'm playing Invisible Stalker, or I'm playing Bant hexproof or something, I'll be like,
Right.
Kevin Bacon coming into the
Kevin
field.
Bacon.
Yep. And then we
I
all
like-
chuckle, and then I win, and then
You can't beat it. It's like a 1-1-for-1 with hexproof.
Yeah.
And unblockable.
Yep.
What? These are the cards, along with like Lingering Souls, that Wizards keeps printing stuff to be like, I'm sorry we made this. Like Thundermaw Hellcat is obviously something like, oh, Lingering Souls is broken. We need to print something to deal with that. Because 4/1/1s for what is it like 4 is kind of just stupid.
Yeah, Lingering Souls is just so good.
Yeah. Other cards that did work would be like Thragtusk, which
Thrag saw a lot of play.
Yeah, Thrag Daddy. He's a
It's
good
too
one.
bad you will not see him ever again for right now.
But I want to keep playing with him.
Yeah, well,
He's so fun.
unfortunately, not so much.
No,
No.
makes me sad. Oh.
But we did have a GP this weekend of Modern. So it's a good kind of fade into our next topic, which is really Modern Masters. Because, it's been on everyone's mind. I mean, it's an expensive shot. I mean, your box has a chance to be a, $20 box or,
$1,000 box.
or $1,000 box or a few $1,000 box.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit a foil Goyf, it's $500 right there.
Yeah.
American dollars.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really... I thought Modern Masters was great because they did need to reprint some of that stuff. Like Goyfs or Clicks or...
More Bob.
Yep. Bob. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that it needed to be reprinted. Because Modern... If you guys play Modern or any of you think about playing it, the prices for a Modern deck nowadays, if you want to be really competitive, I mean, there's some good Modern decks that are about 100, 150.
Like the Storm deck.
Storm deck. There's some Aura decks that really are inexpensive, like with Boggle and all that do really well. So, but honestly, other than that, there's not a lot of those cards are getting way overpriced. I mean,
right.
Even with the Goyfs they put through Modern Masters, that card's not going to be touched in price.
Oh, it went up.
Yeah.
Dark Confidant on Star City Games is about $50, $60. Now it's $80.
Yep.
So it had like a negative effect on the
they tried to bring down the prices, and it's actually gone up.
At least for a little while. I think eventually it'll go back down once everyone's like, haha, I don't need my Goyf anymore because I'm not actually using it for anything. I might as well sell it off.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that, but like right now, if you're trying to get into Modern, this is the worst time ever. Unless you open a whole bunch of stuff in your Modern Masters box. Yeah, it's just, it's kind of silly.
I agree. And I mean, I thought it was a good go by Wizards. They needed to do something. Right. And I give them 2 thumbs up on that. Yeah, even though it did screw at the pricing, but
I think a lot of it is like Star City just. I'm sure at that GP in LA or whatever, they went and just bought so much Modern Masters, and then charge extra because they have it all. Like, it's gotten to the point where $20 extra for a card isn't reasonable.
No.
But I mean, they've forced it, and people are gonna buy it because it's like, oh my god, all this shit just came out. Modern is like fresh in my mind. I want to get into it, so they have to go online, and they got like $6,000 or whatever to drop on a deck, and like Star City's just sitting there whistling about it. They're pretty happy because they're making a fortune off these guys, and a lot of them probably are gonna like buy some of the cards, realize this is just not worth it, and then stop. That's the sad part.
Yep. But, it is worth it. You know what's coming up around the corner?
Yeah. Well, I do want to say, we should talk about, like, drafting the format for Modern Masters.
I figure we're going to do that at the end, because I'll bring up the draft.
Alright, sure, that works. We can talk about that later.
We can talk about that later. We'll bench Modern Masters for right now. But we have a lot to talk about with M14.
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna go to the page so everyone can see it.
I'll find it. I have it somewhere. Oh, there we go.
There it is. We're looking at it right now. We have spoilered 201 out of 249. So, I mean, 40 cards left, 48 cards left.
Right.
I mean, they could still get us with some, lands and whatnot, which would be awesome. But, I mean, let's start looking over. I mean, if we look at white, I mean, Anji didn't change.
Nope.
He's a reprint, so no biggie there. Anji's chosen. I'm still not sold on it.
Really? Like, I'm trying to think of when you would use this.
If you're drafting, if you're doing like a sealed and you really pull
yeah.
some stuff, yeah, Anji's chosen will do well.
Yeah, this card will do work for you, and I bet the artwork's gonna be cool too. But
Yeah.
if you're in your steel, like this is in your pool, take it or play this. It's gonna be fantastic. But like in a constructed format, I'm trying to think of when you would play this card because I feel like there's gonna be a deck out there like.
It might work into a token deck.
Yeah, or something. It's just the cost. It makes it so it's obviously not gonna be White Weenie's deck.
No, White Weenies is too expensive.
Yeah, double white. I mean, that's not a huge deal for. Goodness, that's not a huge deal for that. But like, cost 4. Come on, you get to cost 4, and you're like, okay, I can play every card in my deck, like 2 at each turn.
Yeah.
So that's not happening for them. Like, Bant Aura.
Maybe
Just because of the whole you can attach it thing, so it's like a free thing to put your aura on. That's it.
I mean, then you go over to like an Angelic Accord, and it's kind of a cool card, but you need something with like lifelink or anything, because it doesn't do anything unless you're gaining life. So you move on from there. You go, okay, cool. Angelic Wall, it's a dude that has flying and defender.
It's a reprint.
Yeah.
It's not a very exciting card. Then again, it's useful because it's a 2-drop. It's an 0/4 flyer.
Yep.
Keeps you alive.
Yep. Archangel of Thuno, I kind of like.
Yeah. Flying lifelink. That in itself is pretty nice.
And then whenever you gain life,
right,
lifelink, put a 1/1 counter for each creature you control.
So again, I mean, this is one of those cards that you see in your steel draft. You jump up, you run around your table, and like high five.
And then the artwork's freaking cool. Did you see the artwork? I just put it up on stream.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, the artwork's gorgeous on this one.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that sword.
Yep.
Reminds me of the artifact swords.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this card.
If I see that, let's put it this way: if I see that on Saturday, I will be ecstatically happy.
Exactly.
Because I'll be like, poop on you, poop on you.
Yeah. This is just one of those cards that's gonna take over the game. It's like
Yeah.
It's better than Assemble Legion. I was gonna say it's like Assemble Legion where it's something that's not maybe gonna be insanely good and it's constructed, but it's so good and limited. You just can't deal with it.
Or Master's a reprint, so it is what it is.
Does stuff.
Banish Your Priest is not, and it exiles it's basically a glorified O-Ring.
It's an O-Ring, but it can attack.
Yes.
And also be removed much easier.
Yes.
Again, I mean, this is like pseudo removal, which is going to be insanely good and limited. It's not going to be seen and constructed. Double white is tough, and I mean, you're just going to play O-Ring over this.
Yep.
That's how it works. Like,
Slivers, we'll go over Slivers by their own self because they're back. So, Brave the Elements. I kind of like it. It's in limited or like sealed. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
I almost feel like you would side this in versus Red Deck Wins.
Oh yeah.
Like in a constructed format,
yeah.
Because you'd be playing your White Weenies deck or whatever, and you're like, oh no, it's Red Blitz. Okay, Brave the Elements. Just put that in here. Oh, what your Owl thing? Okay, I'll block everything, He's like, trade, right? No, I blow you out. He's like, oh, I guess I'm dead now because your board is just so insane.
Yep.
That's why I see this card being pretty good.
I think for one, it's awesome.
Yeah, for one. Obviously, if it was like 2 or something, it'd be
Yeah, for
bad.
one, it's awesome.
Mhm.
The Knight is a reprint, so
Yeah, it's fine.
Celestial Flare, I like that one for 2, and sealed it will be good.
Yeah, it's a removal spell, so if you hit in your sealed
Yeah.
then you're gonna be happy. If you hit in a draft, you're gonna be happy. A lot of the times, especially, I know this is a complete, like, this is the wrong set, but I just played with them today. So, like, Master of Cruelties, this would be an absolute hard counter, because you just be like, wait, you're attacking with one creature? Okay, sack it. And they'd be like, well, damn it. So, I guess stuff like that, or if, like, they have one flyer that they're attacking with, then you can just get them with that, but, yeah, I mean, again,
It's great. It's really great removal, honestly. It really is. Charging Griffin, yet again, just another dude. Nothing I saw gets,
Yeah, for 4, it's not good enough.
No, Dawnstrike Paladin, for 5, I'm not sold on it.
Especially double play.
Yeah. Next one, though, Devout Invocation. I am looking so forward to that, putting that into a deck with tokens.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Because even though it's 7,
Mm.
you get that out there late game, and you have like a half dozen tokens out there that aren't tapped.
Right.
Tap. Oh, now I have a dozen tokens, and 6 of those are 4/4 flyer angels. Enjoy.
Enjoy leaving the game.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really good in your sealed. Sealed is really slow compared to draft.
Yeah.
Or constructor for that matter. So this is gonna be an excellent card there. If you have like 3 creatures out and you pop this, I mean 12 power for 7 mana.
Yeah.
And especially when it's flying, like, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Divine Favor is a reprint. I am
Right.
glad it came back.
Yeah, this is pretty good actually.
Yeah. Fiend Slayer Paladin, I absolutely adore.
First strike, lifelink 2/2.
And
sign me up.
pro black red spell.
Ooh, yeah. So it's like
You can't
mean, it's like a
remove it
good
with
removal.
Mizium. You can't sack it with Murder or Doomblade.
right. This is really similar to a card printed before, Knight of the Meadow Grain.
Yeah.
For 2 white, it's just a 2/2 first strike lifelinker. That card was played a lot. I think I have
And it's
to
got
go
some really cool
check-
artwork. I really think they stepped it up in M14.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Oh yeah, that does look great. I keep thinking like it's gonna be a Kithkin, just because I'm used to that. The card it's really
Yeah.
similar to. So yeah, it's essentially like pay an extra colorless to get pro red black
Yeah.
spells, which is cool.
Yeah, basically it can't be removed at that point.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It
obviously.
can be pit fought or anything like that, but actually it can't be pit fought because
no, it can't
red.
be pit fought.
So it's got to be Prey Upon, but Prey Upon is not in the set right now. So
It's gonna be harder to deal with. Like white
Yeah.
removal, I'm assuming they have like pacifism was reprinted, so that's you're gonna have to like play white
pacify. Yeah.
to remove it.
Griffin Sentinel. Eh.
Yeah,
It's another dude.
it's
Hive
Concordia Pegasus.
Stirrings. It's part of your sliver thing if you really
Right.
want to go that route. Imposing Sovereign, I'm actually kind of a fan of. Because it's a creature. But I'd rather play Blind Obedience still. Because you can extort with Blind Obedience.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. It's harder to remove an enchantment than it is to remove a creature.
Yeah.
So, just in no way is this better than Blind Obedience. If
Yep.
you have the choice, you're gonna take Blind Obedience.
Yep.
Straight up.
Master of Diversion. It's another dude.
Yeah, it's an aggressive, like,
It's aggressive.
yeah, if this was at 2, I'd say it's, like, constructed worthy. Just because, like bears aren't really important there, but again, we've been talking about white weenies since we're in white, and that's something that would work really well because like a 2-drop that you can tap guys with
Yeah.
would be fantastic. For 3, I just don't see there being enough up there. Generally, you want like a 2-drop with a lot of up, like Precinct Captain, a first striker that just makes guys. That's the kind of thing that makes it into a white weenie deck. So this doesn't quite get there, but it's close.
Yep.
It's very close.
They reprinted Pacifism, thank God. So
Yeah, it's a good card.
great card.
It's been proven because it's been reprinted how many times?
Like 400.
Many times. So when you see a card that's reprinted like 400 times, you know that it's good and it deserves it. So.
Yep. Path of Bravery is a kind of an interesting one.
Mhm.
So I don't know how great it's gonna be, but if you have like say you see that, and somehow you get lucky with that paladin, that
Yeah.
then just becomes stupid.
I don't know. This seems like a win more card. Like it's not gonna really be all that relevant. I guess with the gaining life equals the number of creatures you attack with is really nice, but like with the effect being only when you're over 20 life, it's kind of okay. If I'm ahead, I'm gonna get more ahead with this, which in StarCraft is a good thing. In Magic, it's not. In Magic, you want cards that will get you ahead instead of get you farther ahead when you are already ahead. Like
Yep.
tempo is way more important here, and this card isn't really a tempo card unless you play it really early on, in which case, awesome.
Yeah. Sentinel Sliver. Yet again, we'll go over slivers. They're gonna get their own segment. Seraph of the Sword. Another new angel. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a 4 flying pro everything.
Prevent combat damage.
Yeah.
So like it can block anything,
Yeah.
which is nice. It's like a free regenerate there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like a free regeneration, which is pretty. Well, I guess it's not. It's free regeneration from combat damage, so I guess it's really situational. And for 4, it's not gonna be in a constructed decks, I'm assuming.
No, probably
But,
won't. But,
like,
it'll
yeah.
actually play in sealed.
Oh yeah, if you have this in your draft or in a draft or your sealed pool, you're gonna be really happy with it. It's gonna do a lot.
Yep. Sarah Angel's a reprint, so we don't need to really go over her.
It's not good. It was good when it was first printed. It's not good anymore. A 4/4 for 5, 2 white is just not worth it.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Again, if it's in your sealed, you'll play it. If you think it's a constructed deck,
Show of Valor, another reprint.
yeah.
It's okay.
Plus Keeper. It's like Gatekeeper Blood
Yeah.
Rush.
Soulmender, I like it. For 1, gain 1 life constantly.
Yeah. Hey, it's a 1-drop.
Yep.
With the relevant ability.
Yep.
I like it. It goes really well with what's that one? Opposing Sovereign? No.
Yeah.
Path of Bravery. There
Yep.
we go. Just gains you life. Like if you hit that on turn 1, gain 2 life, gain 3 life even, and then Path of Bravery turn 3 after like a 2-drop.
Yeah.
You're gonna win that game. More likely than not.
Yep. Another Sliver, we'll go over that. And the Stonehorn Chanter,
It's a rhino.
it's just way overpriced in my opinion.
Gains Vigilance and Lifelink for a 4/4. Yeah, I mean it's again. I mean a lot of these cards are this is trash.
Yeah.
This is absolute trash and constructed. No one's ever gonna play it. If they do, maybe they have some like crazy combo. But other than that, no. In your sealed queue, sealed pool, if you see this, you'd consider playing it just because lifelink is really. It seems like a theme here. You want to be getting a lot of life as white in this core set, so yeah, that's cool. And getting vigilance is nice, and being that sealed is slower, a 6-drop isn't all that bad.
Yeah, I still wouldn't pick it.
Well, you don't pick it; you just get it for free.
Yeah.
I don't know if your heart's set on playing white, you can put this in as like a somewhat playable card.
The one I mean, we'll move on to blue now because like I say, we have a lot to go over.
Yeah.
Air Servant's a reprint, so Uh, there's a lot of reprints in blue.
Well, blue
The
is it is the best
Archomancer
color,
is blue reprint. Cancel's a reprint. Uh,
Coral Merfolk. I have so many of those, and they're so bad.
yep. The
200.
Claustrophobia is a reprint. Colossal Whale, though.
Yeah, this thing is crazy. I love all these like island walk creatures that can only attack if oh no, it doesn't have that. It just has an island walk. Alright, that's sweet. I was gonna say I like Harbor Serpent. It's got island walk, but it only attack if your opponent controls a mountain. I like those creatures. They're just fun. Cause then you get all these cards, it's like, okay, I'm gonna use this random card that's not good and make that an island. Yeah, I get you. Get you with my island, dude. But other than that, they're usually pretty bad.
Yeah. Demise into the Dream is kind of cool.
Holy shit. So Colossal Whale, I'm just reading it now. That's really good. Exile target creature until Colossal Whale leaves the battlefield. So
Every time it attacks.
yeah.
Just
So
the problem
keep
is
it
it's
alive.
7. Cost
Yeah,
7.
but if you have that in your steel pool, like, what are they gonna do to you? The removal for a card like that, like a 5/5, there's not gonna be any burn removal, so it's gonna have to be like black or pacifism.
Yeah.
But if they don't have it, they just lose the game.
Yep.
It's too good. If you can keep it alive, that's pretty crazy. I really hope I hit one of those.
Dismiss into Dream. Kind of like it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I don't know. It's expensive.
But it's removal. Permanent removal.
Permanent removal, I suppose. It is also an enchantment, so we can throw it in your Maze Zen deck, right?
Hey, don't give away what our deck tech is yet. It was asked for by the audience last week.
Disperse. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's
It's a reprint.
Yep, it's unsummoned, but for anything.
Divination is a reprint.
Yep.
Elite Arcanist is kind of cool. Because X is whatever, and then you copy that exiled card. So when it enters the battlefield, you may exile an instant card from your hand, but then you can you can cast it like unlimited times.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool because you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna exile cancel,"
right?
And now you have like unlimited cancels.
It's also the converted mana cost. So if you're sitting with like cancel in your hand, you'll deal 1 blue out.
Mm-hmm.
Or like God forbid, something like putrefy. I mean, obviously it's not being reprinted with Corset, but like, if you had something to the effect of that, okay, Doomblade.
Yeah.
You can just keep casting Doomblade every turn.
Yep.
Be pretty good.
I actually like this card a lot. This one I think will see play in like blue control deck or like, a control deck or something like that.
It could. Yeah, like a Esper controller.
Yeah, like Esper control. You sit that out there and they're going to have to get rid of it because you can be like, "Oh, I'm going to exile Supreme or not Supreme Verdict, but yeah, you could do Supreme Verdict, but no, I'm going to exile whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
And now they have to, oh shit, now I got to deal with that. So you'd be like, "Oh, I have open mana. You're playing a card. Syncopate."
Yep. Yeah, I guess you could syncopate.
Yeah.
You have to pay X. Still, I mean, like, infinite cancel is nice.
Yeah, infinite cancels.
Yeah. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I personally really enjoyed that one, and I was like, wow. Okay, you put that with, a few other good blue cards, and you could actually have a little fun in blue, finally.
What do you mean, you don't think blue is fun?
No.
Essence
Scatter is a reprint.
Yeah.
Frost Breath, another reprint.
Yep.
Gale Rider Sliver, yet again, Sliver, we'll talk about it later. Glimpse of the Future is interesting. I don't know how I feel about it still, though.
So, I think this is probably broken with with some decks out there right now. Like, if this was put the rest of the cards in the bottom of your library, then this would be like reasonable. Or if it was like Ponder, I guess it is at 3 though, so
Yeah.
it's not like but putting cards in your graveyard is not like when you first start playing Magic, you're like, okay, put a card in my graveyard. It's like I don't have it anymore, right? I can never use it again. No, no, especially right now with Innistrad block, stuff like Snapcaster Mage. Who cares if you put it in the bottom of your graveyard or in your graveyard? Whatever,
Yep.
you just cast it from there, or so many. You can put Lingering Souls in and be like, all right, I'm just gonna flashback it. Nice, any flashback card really.
Yeah.
It's just as useful. Like, this is good.
Yep. Illusionary Armor, I think, is just too expensive.
+4/+4.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? You
Yeah.
becomes the target of a spell. Okay.
So if they try to remove it, so say you put it on whatever, and then you're like, oh, here's your removal, Doomblade it.
Right.
Instead, you just sack the Illusionary Armor, and that creature stays alive.
When an enchanted creature becomes the target of a spell ability, sacrifice illusionary armor. It doesn't say that. It's like, it doesn't say that it counters the spell. It just says when it becomes the target of a spell.
As far as I've
sacrifice.
taken it, that's what it is.
Oh, I think it's like, okay, I'm going to yeah, it's like if you play something on this, you can never you can't buff it anymore, or if they burn it, like it loses the 4/4 and then takes damage. So it's like, unless I'm misunderstanding this here, it's one of the worst cards that's been reprinted so far.
Jace's Mindseeker is kind of interesting. I think it's still expensive though.
Yeah, well, it's Aetherling cost, so it better be freaking good.
Yeah, it's not that great though.
5 cards of Israel Librarian, yeah.
But you can cast it without paying the mana cost. So I mean,
it's like a control mirror kind of thing. But then, why would you want this instead of Aetherling?
yeah, I'd rather see an Aetherling. Jace is a reprint, so no need to talk about it.
I don't like this. I don't like that they reprinted it. Like, just mill 10 for 0 it's not like it's overpowered. It's just boring. You know what I mean?
True. Messenger Drake, Opportunity is a reprint. Blue seemed to got like the most reprints, honestly. Phantom Warrior reprint. Rewind, while it's a great card.
I want to say, Phantom Warrior is really good.
Did you notice, though, right now, Rewind is not a rare. They made it a uncommon.
Huh. That's funny. I think I have a few of these.
I have a full playset.
Yeah, there you go. Turn it and tap 4 land. So it's like a free counter.
Yeah. That's
cool. I like that.
Scroll Thief, it's another Merfolk. It's a reprint.
Yep.
Seacoast Drake, it's a flyer.
So 1/3 for 2.
Yeah.
40 Pegasus. Fine. You'll take it in draft.
Tidebinder Mage,
I mean, it's kind of like removal. Hey, this is another one of those cards where it's like a removal spell, but it's much easier to get rid of.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's gonna be good and limited. If you're in blue, obviously you can't splash double blue, so don't worry about it. But other than that, you're not gonna look at it.
Time Elf is another reprint. Train Condor, it's a dude.
A 2/1 flyer.
Yep. Then another target creature gains flying.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not great. It's just a dude. I don't see it as,
for 3 now.
Warden of Evil's Island, yet again, just another dude. Water Servant,
It has the Aether, like, it's Aetherling kind of with less health and toughness to work with.
And no indestructibility.
No unblockable and no blink. It's just worse in every single way. For 2 colorless less, just wait 2 turns, play Aetherling, and win the game.
Yep. And then Wind Reader, Phoenix.
Sphinx.
Sphinx. Yeah.
I was like,
It-
Phoenix and blue.
So yet again, I'm not too whatever.
This is like blue. Okay, so the archetype for white has been gain life. Blue
Yep.
seems to be flyers. So you have like Warden makes
Yep.
flyers cost less. Sphinx flyers attack you draw.
Yep.
Well, I mean like Train Condor, other stuff gets flying.
Yep.
It's fine. Like I don't mind that.
But now we go on to black. I'm actually really enjoying what they put up for black so far. So we have the accursed spirit. It's just a spirit with intimidate.
Right. That's fine.
I like it.
It's got
If I see it in my my 6-packs this weekend and I'm going black, it will probably play.
Yep.
Blightcaster, again another one. It's removal. It's pure removal.
The thing about like this isn't going to be any good in limited unless you hit like just a shit ton of enchantments, but this has potential. I don't know. Like usually when you see a spell printed like this, you're like, okay, so clearly this is not a limited spell, but there has to be some reason to print it. And they're thinking of like, okay, you put this in whenever you cast enchantment spell. First thing I thought, whenever an enchantment spell is cast, I'm like, okay, this is like anti-bant or bant aura, but yeah, I don't know. There's probably going to be some deck out here that really focuses around it.
Yep.
Don't play it in your sealed. It's not going to be worth it.
Bog Brew Witch. I saw this and I just giggled.
I bet you did. I read this card and I was like, oh hey, Pat's really gonna like this one. Because this is the kind of just weird card that you're gonna see in these outlier decks that is just gonna do work sometimes, and you're gonna be really surprised about it. Don't play it in your sealed unless you have all three, and even then, it's probably not worth playing. But hey, man, if you get all three, like, why not try it out? I suppose.
It's actually pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
And
the flavor is really good too.
I was giggling pretty hard, so I was like, okay, that's another card that I will probably try to do something with down the road.
Yep.
Child of Night, it's a reprint.
Yep.
Corpse Hauler, I like it.
Yeah. All right. So.
Especially in sealed, I like it because it's like, oh, something's in my graveyard. Before they try to kill this off, I can try bringing it back.
Yeah, it's fine, especially if this isn't going to happen like ever. But if someone tries to remove him and you have 3 mana up, you can just pull something else out of your graveyard. You feel pretty good about it. And in general, like it's a 2-drop. Who cares?
Exactly.
Just get something better. That's fine.
Corrupt is a reprint.
Yeah, you can play it as a 5 mana, pull something out of your yard.
Yeah.
Which is probably what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Dark Prophecy. They talked about it on GP Miami.
Yeah.
I kind of like it in turn with Blood Artist.
Sure.
But Blood Artist won't be around much longer. It's gonna get play. We're gonna see play for another
couple months.
Yeah.
The other thing about Blood Artist is you'd rather just have a deck with Blood Artist and removal. This is Blood Artist, and you sack your stuff. So something like Corpse Hauler would be fine. Like this and Dark Prophecy work really well together because it's like a Bob trigger, except for easier on you. You know, you don't lose life equal to its mana cost. You just lose a life and draw a card. You don't show your opponent, so it's better in that regard. But are you really gonna want to kill a lot of your own stuff? Like,
I don't know if it's got Scavenge on it or something.
Yeah, you can play this with Drag Mangler.
Yeah.
Even then, like, they're just not gonna kill your Drag Mangler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Death Gaze, Cockatrice,
Bad.
It's got, yeah.
It's too expensive.
Yep. Doomblade.
Too black. Doomblade! Woo!
We can all rejoice. Doomblade is back.
This is Mirror Black removal.
Yep.
Only way to say it. I kind of wish they'd reprinted Murder instead. But, whatever.
I like it for 2, though.
Yeah, for 2 it's really great.
I actually went looking. And I'm like, oh, there's my playset of Doomblades. Bring those back out.
Yep. I already pulled mine out too, man.
Duress, it's a reprint.
Yeah, this is a sideboard card.
And there's
It's in
that
my
Festering
sideboard.
Newt that goes with that Bog Brew Witch.
Yeah. So this is another card that would go well with Dark Prophecy because when it dies, there's an effect, and that's really all you play it for. This is like you throw it down, and either you play it with the Witch and the Cauldron, or you chump with it.
Yeah.
That's it. So I mean, with this, it's like it dies and then draws you a card if you have Dark Prophecy out.
Yeah, but what's really cool is if you do have Bog Brew
Right.
out and then this thing dies,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, I'm going to get rid of your creature now.
A -4/-4. It's yeah. At that point, it's not Tragic Slip territory, but it's quite nice.
Grim Return, I love that card. Absolutely adore that one.
Yep. It's a second Sunrise for 1 black creature.
Yep. Second Sunrise for 1 black.
Sure. It's fine.
I will take it all day long.
Yeah, this is gonna go really well with stuff like Dark Prophecy and Festering Newt and Corpse Hauler, because you just Corpse Hauler, sack it, Grim Return, and then not only did you draw a card of Dark Prophecy, you pulled something out of your yard. Yeah, awesome. Oh, you return it to the battlefield, so it's
Yeah.
like not even drawing a card, it's just playing an extra card for
Yep.
free. Damn! This is good stuff.
I like that card.
Yeah, this is gonna go really well. You can set up some sick combos with Dark Prophecy.
I'm going
And,
to tell you Mono Black is back.
I hope so. I love playing Mono Black. I think it's
It's back.
fun.
M14 is making its comeback.
All the monos are kind of back and forth. So
Yeah.
you can play any mono color in a core set. That's what I like about them.
Lifebane Zombie, I'm actually a big fan of. Intimidate for 3 with a 3/1.
Yeah,
They reveal their hand. I could choose a green or white
Right.
creature card and then exile it.
they seem to really be bringing back the Vendilion Click and Thoughtseize
Yeah.
esque activations
Oh, yeah.
like Sin Collector. I guess kind of Slaughter Games. Duress is obviously a reprint
Yeah.
of this. Like they just really like that, and I think that's fine. It's expensive. It's 3.
But
But
it's got
it's probably
Intimidate
worth
too, so.
Yeah, I mean, Intimidate's fine. Should
Liliana is a reprint, so.
She's pretty good though. I'm glad they didn't reprint the other Liliana. Liliana, not Vess. That would have been fine. Shit, what's what I'm thinking of?
I know
A
which one
really,
you're
really
yeah.
good one.
Yeah. They won't
What's that one
reprint
called?
her.
No, ever.
Liliana's
She was a
Reaver,
indie-
though, I do like.
She's a Reaver.
It's a
Reaver,
zombie.
Reaver,
He's
Reaver.
for 4, he's a 4/3, and whenever he deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, and you put a 2/2 zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. And it has
Nice.
Death Touch.
Yeah, I feel like this card would be broken if it was like a 1/5. Because you're just looking to put zombies out. You don't care about killing anything.
Yeah.
And with touch, the 1 damage doesn't matter. At 3 toughness, it's gonna be easy to trade with it with a lot of stuff. Like, I hope they reprint Garrick's Companion because they seem to be doing that. And he trades with this. So
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
So, Mark of the Vampire is a reprint.
Yep. +2/+2 lifelink. It's not really that good.
It's good in your sealed, though.
Yeah, no, if it's in your sealed, it's definitely worth playing.
Mind Rot, reprint.
It's 1 trample away from being amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minotaur Abomination.
It's a fatty.
It's a
It's
fatty.
actually really bad.
What I'm happy about to see is my combo with Liliana. My Nightmare is back.
Oh, Nightmare. Never just wants you control. Yep, that'll do it.
I have now officially gone giddy and has gone through my old binder and said, Nightmare,
Come
you're
back.
coming back.
Yeah, it's a good card. If you see this in your seal pool, you're playing mono black. It will absolutely dominate. There's not a lot of cards in here that I would be like, oh, if I see this in my seal pool, I'll be so mad. Like, it's so bad. Like, all this stuff is playable.
Yeah.
So, I think the decks are going to be really good. Core sets are kind of like that. They just reprint, or they print a bunch of good cards. A lot of them are reprints. They just get stuff out there that people are going to want to play. So
Yep.
I think Nightmare.
M13 was great, but I mean, this core set just kind of the new cards they're putting in it have just made me happy.
A lot of them are really good.
Yeah. So I mean, Nightwing Shade, it's a dude. It's a reprint.
Yep.
Quag Sickness is a reprint. Then we get to my other favorite card, and this is black.
We've talked about this. I'm not a huge fan, but you are. Explain.
The reason being, it's basically in standard gonna give Supreme Verdict the finger. Because he's gonna Supreme on your turn.
Uh-huh.
You leave mana open if you feel it's coming. Because you'll know when it's coming. If you're swinging in with like 4 creatures or 5 creatures and he can't handle it, he's going to Supreme you. And then you're going to, at the second main phase, go...
Get all my stuff back.
And his stuff.
Yeah, and his stuff. I think when you look at this with Cryptghast, it looks a lot better.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if he Supremes, your Cryptghast goes away, so you can't ramp. So you'd like have to tap your land. No, you can't do that. I was gonna say you'd have to tap your lands in response to the Supreme.
That's why this card might play well with like a Liliana.
Yeah, with Liliana, I think this is actually castable. Just because, I mean, she ramps you so good.
I'm just saying, no, you can do some really weird things with this one, but this one I really do like. Yep. And I will play it, and you will see it played.
Sure. Mono black, man. This is with Liliana, like you said, it's gonna be pretty good.
Yep. Sengar Vampire reprint, Shadowborn Apostle. It's an interesting 1-drop. Because this one you can actually have as many as you want. It's not limited to 4.
A demon creature. This card is so stupid. I hate it already because I know I'm gonna hit that guy at FNM who's playing like 4 Desecration Demons, 20 of these, and then the rest is just gonna be land. or the other way around, like how many? 32 of these, and then the rest is land, and he's just gonna be like, Shadowborn Apostle. You're like, oh god, it's coming. All right, let's go. Turn 2. Swamp. 2 Shadowborn Apostles. Oh, shit. And then you're going to get to turn 4, and he's like, all right, Desecration Demon.
Or just some stupidly huge demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something good. Am I getting them mixed up here? Is Desecration Demon not the stupidly good one?
He is really good.
Okay, yeah.
So Shadowborn Demon. He's interesting.
Or you can just
5/6 for 5. Flying, destroy non-target creature, demon creature, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are fewer than 6, he plays with Shadowborn Apostle.
I just realized this from reading Shadowborn Apostle and going down like it needs 6 creatures. Hey, wait a second. All right, so there's gonna be 4 of these and 4 Desecration Demons.
By the way, look at his artwork. I'm just gonna tell you this right now. Look at his artwork.
Intense. He looks angry.
So, I feel like I now, out of just spite of you, have to build a deck with Shadowborn Apostle and him.
Don't do this. I'll sit there and I will Tragic Slip and like Mizzy Mortars your shit, and you'll be like, I can't do anything. Yeah, get the fuck out. I hate these decks. These silly, weird decks. I'll probably play it too, though, to be honest.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of what we're going to be talking about in our deck tech here within the next probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So... It's that silly, weird deck where you just experienced. I had rage. Some guy raged on me because of it. So Sign of Blood is a reprint. Slivers, we're going to give their whole own. Tenacious Dread. Or Tenacious Dead. It's an interesting 1-drop.
It has better regenerate, but it's still a 1-drop. Like
it's a 1-drop.
It's a 1/1 for 1,
yep.
Which is fine on turn 1 through 2. But after that, it's going to be a chump blocker. That's it. You know, maybe you get 1 or 2 damage with it. And if that's what you need, like if you're black control deck, where you're just getting Liliana out, you're playing all your Doomblades, you're just trying to live until you get this big shit out and lots of swamp-esque mechanics, then cool. This is going to be a great card. If you want to kill your opponent quickly, don't touch this. It's bad. That's just how it is. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be aggressive, it's not good.
No, Undead Minotaur, he's a dude.
Uh-huh.
Vampire Warlord, another dude.
He's a dude. Sacrifice another creature, regenerate vampire. Fine, but it's like a 5
Yeah.
costed 2, which is way too much.
Wearing Flesh, another kind of removal, kind of not.
Right. Oh, hey. I know that card.
Yeah, you should. And then the Necromancer.
Yep. It's good.
Yep.
If you're playing, I mean, I can see this in like a Rebels deck just being stupid.
Or if you have a Shadowborn Apostle and it out,
yeah.
and since Shadowborn Apostle's human, and then the Necromancer dies, and it's like, oh, there's a zombie token.
Or a Corpse Hauler.
Yeah.
Where you just sack it, get a token, and then bring it back with that other second thing. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be good. Making 2/2 zombies sounds like fun to me. This is another card that I recognize. Act of Treason. It's been reprinted very quickly, we'll say. Apparently they liked it.
Yeah, I guess it was really good, and they wanted it in and around for a while. The next one, though, can we talk about this card?
No, we're skipping it.
No.
Yeah, it's gooder. Make a 7/7 for 4. Yeah, obviously this is going to be only playable in mono red, but...
can we talk about red deck wins in this?
Yeah, exactly. Turn 4, a 7/7 with haste?
Yeah.
What? That's like same power as Greater Gargadon, which comes in like turn 11 or earlier if you sack all your stuff. This just gives it to you. Like your land.
You know what though?
becomes
It
this.
deals with Advent.
Yeah, there you go.
It basically craps on Advent.
That's funny.
Uh,
I love the flavor texture. Some days you stand to greet the horizon. Other days the horizon stands to greet you. Yes, it does. It's hilarious.
Barrage of the Expendables. It's an interesting enchantment.
Mhm.
For one, I like it.
Yeah, it's a very goblin-esque card. It's like Tar Pitcher, but for anything.
Yep. More slivers. We'll wait. Burning Earth. God help me, because red deck wins just gets so much stronger.
This is... Alright, I don't actually like this card. It's the same thing, like, the reason I don't like it, it's the same as Contaminated Earth. If this was like a 2-drop, it'd be good. Since it's on turn 4, they're just like, okay, I won't use that land if I don't have to. And they probably don't take much to it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're
taps a
talking
non-basic
turn...
land. Oh,
Yeah.
no, wait. This is way better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this can do it. This kills every shock land ever.
Yeah, it basically stops. Because Shocklands are going to be like, oh, I'm going to play... Nope. So he just tapped 5 Shocklands and took 5 damage.
Yeah. Ouch, that hurts. Alright, yeah, red deck wins.
Red deck wins.
That'll do it. This is... What I like about this is because red deck wins seems like... Traditionally, red decks, mono red, has been really, really, really aggressive. And either you kill them with that initial push where you're like, duder guys, you know, turn them sideways and stuff. And either they live through it, and they win, because you just have no board presence that's able to stand up to theirs. Or you kill them and then you win. With this, you can do a bunch of damage to them and be like, alright, damn it, I didn't get through. Okay, Burning Earth. And they're like, gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
And
awaken, you Burning Earth, Awaken Ancient, and then win.
You don't even need to Awaken Ancient. You just need to live long enough for them to actually have to tap mana.
Yep.
It's cool. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think I think there's going to be a lot of enchantment removal that people are going to side in to deal with that. I don't know. Like sometimes I see a card like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be really good. And then it just doesn't. It doesn't work. Just because at that point they've already got a huge board state, and they're just going to kill you with it anyway. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
I like it.
Yeah, it's something to look at for sure. We're not going to know until we play with it. So let's get it and play with it.
I
Don't put it in
definitely.
your sealed though.
What was that?
Don't put it in your sealed pool. Like if you see it, you're like, okay, cool. I'll look at this later. Don't put it in your deck. It's not good.
No. But it looks like it's going to be a good card.
Yeah, sure.
So.
We can see. We will see. Canyon Minotaur. It's a reprint.
Yeah, it's a reprint. Chandra's Outrage is another reprint.
Yep.
Chandra's Phoenix, another reprint.
Yep.
Chandra, not a reprint.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the almighty brand new, we're supposed to make her broken Chandra?
She's not as good as the other planeswalkers that were printed. I like her +1 is cool. Her 0 is like kind of draw an extra card, but if you just hit a land, you get rid of a land, and if you need that, it's a bad thing. And the -7 is pretty much never going to happen. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I feel like Chandra's just that planeswalker nobody likes.
Like, I mean, she's good. Her +1 is deal 1 damage.
Yeah. All right. Sure. You can ping people, but at the same time, wouldn't you rather just have an Olivia who does that but better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then exile the top 10 cards of your library, choose an insert sorcery, and copy it 3 times. I mean, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
like, there's always the chance though that you like do the -7 and completely whiff on it, and you're like, I cast shock 3 times. Like, wow, I'm scared. You just killed your Chandra to shock 3 times, which you could have just done with the Chandra. So thanks.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Not a huge fan. We had this discussion at the store this week, and I am a big fan of a guy coming up, and I was like, I just don't. I mean, if I see her getting played, maybe I'll change my tune.
Right.
But right now, I don't see it happening. So, Dragon Hatchling,
Reprint.
it's a reprint.
It's fine.
Flames of the Firebrand, another reprint. Fresh Pulper Giant. We're bringing back some giants again. So
Yep. The artwork.
yeah, the artwork's pretty
funny.
disgusting.
It's fine. Like, oh, not for 7. This is a pretty bad card.
Yeah, it's a bad card for 7. It's fun. So
If this is like for 5, I would say it's pretty okay. But for 7, it's just no, don't play it. The next card, however,
Goblin Diplomats.
this is it for the flavor alone. I think this is just so funny. Like how a Goblin Diplomat, what does it do? It pisses you off and forces you into attacking it.
Yep.
Excellent. Yes, I like this. This is fun. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but
It's interesting. Goblin Shortcutter is a reprint. Lava Axe is back.
woohoo!
Yep. Lightning Talons, another reprint. Marauding Melthorn is not, but 5/3 for 4 is interesting. It attacks each combat phase unless you control a creature named Advocate of the Beast.
Right. Huh. Considering.
Molten Birth.
Alright. Yeah, it's not that great.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't get what Wizards does with coin flips.
They clearly want you to be playing that, and then that card from Unglued, where you can just reflip if you hit a 3. Oh no, that's for dice. Which is it? There's an artifact that lets you reflip a coin if you want. Once.
I don't know. But Brawl lets you flip coins.
Right. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it.
Ogre Battle Driver I love, though. Absolutely love this card.
So it gives everything the same effect as if you first played, and it's for 4.
Yep.
It's like the same price as Rebel Boat Maka, which we've seen is not playable in Constructed, but very, very, very good in Limited. Even as a 3/3.
I think this will see play in Standard.
Yeah, it could. It could. I'm not going to play it.
I mean, just think about an RG at mid-range. And you're breaking out, Hydras and Oozes and stuff.
And stuff. Yeah. It's going to be fine. We'll have to see. This is something that, in a true aggro deck, could be really nice. Like a mid-range aggro deck. I know those are kind of just weird to say, but...
It happens.
It's a thing. It could be really good.
Pitchburn Devils is a reprint. Firecat, it's a dude.
It's a 4/1. It's
for 3. So
yeah, it's gonna be good in your sealed. It's not gonna be a secret
Oh, the next card though.
Other than Varl's Scavenge Jund, I can see this because it's +4/+4 for 3.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. My next one.
Yes. Goes quite well with some other cards that were reprinted. I'm a fan. I think this is fun.
Scourge of Velkis.
Yep. It's 5. 3 red, so obviously this is mono red.
Yeah.
Pretty much only. But it's good enough so that if you're playing mono red dragons,
yep,
you can do it. it's the 4/4 flyer with fire breathing, so it's like a party dragon.
Yep.
The fire breathing's better.
Yeah, because it does X damage to, and X is the number of dragons you control.
Right.
So you put some little pissat dragons at 1 and 2 out.
Yep.
You bring him out.
Whatever hatchlings.
Yeah. And then you just bring out a card we'll talk about here in another minute or two. And then it basically just does damage.
Yep.
So, Seismic Stomp,
It'll get you through.
It'll get through.
In red little stuff. Maybe
Shiv's Embrace reprint. Shiv and Dragon's back though. Can we talk about that?
We can. This card doesn't look all that great, but it is. Because for 6, you get a 5/5 flyer that can be a bajillion 5 flyer.
And then it goes to Scourge just so well.
Yeah, it goes to Scourge really well. I've got a couple of these. I'm definitely glad I still have them.
I did not, but they're on order.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right. I think I need a couple more. But
I think I paid $5 or $4 for 4.
They're not expensive. This is definitely a card that you can go just get.
Yeah.
And it'll be playable. It'll be fine in your deck. Yeah, it's good, especially with the Scourge of Velkis.
No, and then Shock is back.
Yep, Shock. Woo.
1 for 2. I'll take it all day long.
Exactly. Starfire was the same way, and Shock every other time it's been printed is the same way. Mugging. It's like Mugging, not quite as good, but still. I guess you can hit a player with it, so it's a little bit of reach there. Yeah, I think I actually like this better.
I like Shock because think about exiling Shock, and with Chandra's ultimate, and just be like, one mana every time.
Right.
Oh, there you go. I'm just gonna keep shocking you.
Enjoy. Yeah, I like it. All right, fine.
More slivers. Whatever. Thunderstrike reprint. Volcanic Geyser is a reprint.
Thunderstruck is like bad weapon surge, apparently.
It is.
I can't overload it. I don't want it.
Yeah. And then Young Pyromancer. He's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like this card a lot, actually. For 2, this is a card that probably sees some kind of constructed play, but if you see this in your sealed queue and your red is pretty strong, this is definitely a reason to jump into that over something else.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're in different colors as well, you don't have to be playing mono red for this guy. 'Cause it's just a 1 red and colorless.
Yeah.
Like he's bear cost with bear power. He's not very resilient, but putting 1/1 red elemental creature tokens, yeah, I like it. Every time I'm gonna play a burn spell, I get
Yep.
a token too.
Or
Ball.
Doomblade or whatever. So
Yeah, exactly.
we go down to the greens.
Woot, this is my favorite color.
Yeah, green is a favorite of a lot of people. Advocate of the Beast, interesting. So,
Mhm.
not great,
Uh,
but interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's that one creature that pairs with it.
Yep.
That red dude, which, I mean, still, it's not going to be worth it.
Briarpack Alpha reprint. Brindleboar is back. It's a reprint.
Yep, it's a good card.
Oh, it's
I
a
am
great
both-
card.
Those are really good.
Deadly Recluse is a replant. Elvis Mystic. We get our green mana back, mana fixing back for one.
It's a reprint.
It's a
it's
glorified
none of us-
reprint.
Let's none of us kid ourselves. This is Land of War Elves. It's a reprint. Just say what it is. Like I don't understand why they reprinted it under a different name. Like what? Other than making people potentially go and buy a playset of these from
Yeah.
a random magic shop, which probably is going to be like
Everyone.
20 cents to get 4.
Yeah.
What's the point? I don't know.
And
It's
large is interesting.
weird. Must be blood. It's like it's kind of like Armed Dangerous.
Yeah.
You can do mono green. This is gonna be really nice in mono green actually.
Yep.
Like you play something that's gonna be big and then make it way big and everything dies to it.
Yeah.
You feel good.
Yep.
Fog.
Fog
Okay.
is back. Garrick's Horde is back.
hmm
So it's a fun card.
Yeah. Gets you creatures early. It's a 7-drop though. I don't really like it.
It's a 7-drop for 7/7, and then can get you creatures.
That's true. 7/7.
I
That's
like it.
pretty.
My
I can
next-
imagine like that plus enlarge. You're like, all right.
Yeah, my next one though is my favorite card right now.
Really?
I love Garrick, the new Garrick.
Yeah, he's cool.
I
We
mean,
talked
yeah,
about-
he is for 6, so he's pricey,
Mhm.
but I think he's gonna see a lot of play.
I think he's probably just as he's no harder to cast than Garrett Primal Hunter, which I mean I play in my Jund deck. Like that's how good he is. Triple green is worth that card. So yeah, this guy's gonna be good in a creature based deck. Like mono green is sick with him.
Yeah. Reveal the top 5 cards from your library. Put all creature cards you revealed that way into your hand.
hmm
Rest at the bottom of your library in any order.
So
You
like, it makes it so you won't draw lands because you're gonna be creatures and lands. You won't draw lands. You just get more creatures that you can play, and you're at 6 already, so you don't care about lands. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
You may put a green creature card from your hand onto the battlefield for 3,
Mhm.
which is just stupid.
Risk stupid.
Because it's like, oh, I'm gonna put Garrick's Horde on there for 3.
Yep. He starts off with 4. You could actually just play this guy and play a creature
Yeah.
if you wanted to, or you can fish a creature then play. Yeah, this guy's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking of all the stuff you can do with him. Like, yeah, this sounds like a lot of fun.
And then his ultimate, if you ever got to his ultimate, it's GG.
Yeah. Cast 2 creatures, your biggest creature, and whatever else is in your hand. Yeah. Yep. I mean, we've said it. This is exactly what a creature deck wants. Buy him now. Like, go.
He's $20 already.
Yeah, he's gonna be more. Probably. Like, this guy's good. Also, if you get the alternate artwork, like, save that for a couple months and then go sell it.
Oh, the black art?
Yeah, because that's gonna be worth many dollars. You could, like, trade that for a couple of goys, maybe. I mean, like, they're not easy to get.
No.
Well, let me think. You have to. You have to win that GP to get it?
Yeah.
Or you just have to be there?
I think you just gotta be there.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. He's still gonna be worth a lot. There may be, $50 or so. Like this, awesome.
So Giant Growth is back.
Yep.
We love it. Giant
Giant
spider.
back.
Yep.
Cool. 2/4 reach. It's like Penumbra Spider, but not nearly as good.
Yep.
But Penumbra Spider's probably a little broken, so.
Glade Cover Scout, I'm actually a fan of. Hexproof for one? Yes, please.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what would you do with it, though? Is this, like, your aura creature now?
Yep.
It's not as good as Invisible Stalker. But then again, that's a good thing.
More slivers. Hunt of the Week. Or Hunt the Week is interesting.
It's for 4. It's too expensive.
It's interesting. I wouldn't
Yeah.
play it. It's just interesting.
No.
Into the Wilds, I like.
In your Seal Pool, Hunt the Week's gonna be fine, by the way. It's a removal
Yeah.
spell.
I like Into the Wilds. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top of your library. If it's a land, you may put it into the battlefield. Not tapped, it
Sure.
just goes in.
For 4.
It's mana fixing, though.
Yeah. It's not really mana fixing, it's just... It's like dig through your deck. Yeah, sure. So if you draw an extra card sometimes, so it's just card advantage. I like it, yeah.
Yeah. The Colonian Tusker.
3 for 2?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yep. The next one, though, when I saw this announced, I wish it wasn't so expensive right now. Colonian Hydra.
What?
It's broken.
How much is this card?
It's like $20 a shot right now.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. This is kind of crazy.
It's broken.
If you're in like this and Corpse Jack Menace,
Yeah.
quadruple token or +1 counters.
Yeah.
This guy attacks once, and like you could actually run Mending Touch.
Yeah.
Just so that you can attack, regenerate, and be like, "Hey, what up? I got a 16/16. Can you beat me?" And they're like, "No,
With
I can't beat a
trample.
16/16 trampler." Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, this is whenever it attacks. So
Yeah.
it attacks, you put counters on it, and then damage.
Yes.
So this is an 8A. You have to deal with it right when it comes down if you're gonna do 4 damage
Yes.
to it. Who made up this card?
I don't know.
They're dumb. Like, guy who made this card. You probably will never see this, but listen, you need to not make Magic cards anymore.
She's probably the same guy that made voices.
Yeah, he makes voice. He made Snapcaster Mage and Lingering Souls. It's like this good dude who makes broken cards, and you're like, well, I mean, you've invested so much money in the company, we can't not print your card. Shit, that card's so good. I want one.
I want 4.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's not even legendary. You can actually have 4 of these out.
Yep.
And they each double each other.
They
So like if you
feed
attack
off
with
each
2
other.
of them, yeah. If you attack with 2 of them 4/4s, you have 2 16/16s.
Yep. It's retarded.
Yeah, that's just stupid. Alright.
This card equals game. You have
Yeah.
to basically counter that card before it gets out there.
Pretty much. Unless you have like hard removal. Like if you putrefy this thing, then you should be okay, but God.
You'd have to murder it, putrefy it.
Yeah. I
You'd
guess
have-
you could like chump something onto it and then slip it.
Yeah.
Red is not gonna be able to deal with this card though.
No.
Like unless it comes out and you hit it right away, like the next turn with Amizium Mortars or something,
Yeah.
like it's over. If this was a 5/5, it would be truly broken.
Yep.
Wow. Alright, I guess move on. Like this
Yeah.
card's stupid. If you see it, you're playing green. Like,
Yeah,
this is
if I see this on Saturday,
yeah.
you will see me get up, run out into the hallway, scream and dance like a little girl, and then come back.
And they'll be like, "What was that?" You'll see it later. Like, you can't win versus this card. It just kills you in 3 turns.
Yeah.
Itself.
At 5, it kills you.
Oh no. Yeah, this turn 6. So you hit this turn. Sorry, you play this turn 5.
Mm-hmm.
You attack with it next turn, and potentially does 8. And then
Yep.
attack with the next turn, it does another 16. You're dead. So 2 turns, this can kill you.
Yep.
If you like dramatic, oh no, you can't do that. I was gonna say if you like Garrick this thing and at the end of your opponent's turn, and then
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, I can't do anything. Cause can you play Planeswalkers on your turn
Yeah.
or on your opponent's turn?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That'd be stupid if you could. That's a gooder.
Yeah, Lay of the Land I like is a reprint, so
Mhm.
for one you get another land, put it in your hand, mana fixing, it's good.
It's not as good as Farseek,
But if
but
you're playing mono green, it's phenomenal.
yeah, if you're playing mono green, you can definitely play this. Farseek hasn't been reprinted as far as I know, so
Nope.
this is going to be the go-to fetch land type thing.
More slivers, Naturalized
slivers.
got reprinted, so I don't, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's needed.
Oath of the Ancient Wood, it's a fun card.
Yes, it's a gooder. Yeah. Or another enchantment.
Yep.
Is Rancor reprinted?
I don't think they've said yes or no, but I think it's a yes from what we were hearing.
So this and Rancor are gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. Plus one encounters with enchantments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plummet's back.
Happy. Sliver. Primeval.
Sliver. The Primeval
right.
Bounty. That's definitely a card that I would play all day.
Yeah, this ends a game.
Yep.
This is a bomb in the truest sense. It will win you a game by itself. I mean, a land you gain 3 life, a non-creature cell.
And it's an enchantment, so it sits out there. So whenever you cast a creature, I'm just gonna put another beast out there, 3/3 beast. And then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get 3 1/1 counters. You get to stick on something.
Yep.
And then whenever a land enters the battlefield, you gain life.
I guess an example of what you can do in one turn with this guy, like 3 spells: land, 3 life, crawl warrior.
Yep.
You put another 3/3, so it's 5 power for 2 mana, and then you like Rancor, I guess, on your crawl warrior.
Yep.
So you've put like 8 power out for 4 mana.
Yep.
And you've gained 3 life.
Yep.
It's stupid. This is another one of those cards where it's like it's gonna be seen and constructed, and if you see it in your sealed kill, you're playing green.
Yeah.
Fact.
If you're drafting it and you see that, pick one. You go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I guess I'm playing green.
Yeah. Hopefully, anyway. I mean, obviously, there's times where you maybe just splash this. It is only 1 green,
Yeah.
so it's a super splashable card. If you have anything for fixing, you feel good. You just feel good.
Yep. Rootwalla got reprinted.
Yep.
Rumbling Bloth is a dude. He's a 4/4 for 4.
Yeah, he's fine. You might be in those mono green creatures.
Yep.
He's almost as good as Imperiosaur, which is definitely a very good card, but I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. I don't think he's gonna be fine in limited though.
Savage
dude.
Summoning. Can we talk about that?
Yes, I think we can.
Why don't you tell us why it's a good card?
All right. So essentially, this is pay 1, give anything flash, or like it's like a kicker. Okay, so there's a couple cards out there where it's like, if you pay the kicker, then it can't be countered. Well, this is pay a kicker, creature gains flash, can't be countered, and then it gets a +1 counter on it for 1 green. What 1 green?
Yep.
This is going to murder control. If you want to resolve a Rorikthar, you can do that now. If you want to resolve Sour of Insanity, you can do that now. And there's nothing in control deck can do to stop it, because neither the instant or the creature can be countered. It's fantastic.
Yep. I like it.
Yeah, everybody likes it. It's crazy good.
Imagine Smiter on this one.
Yeah, well,
Flash and Smiter.
I mean, I'd rather play it on something. I mean, like those. This isn't gonna be super good in your main board. Like, you're probably not gonna bother with it, because then it's just, oh, my creature is more expensive. This takes up a card in my deck,
Yeah.
so I'm paying 2 to get the effect of 1 card essentially. But versus control, it's gonna be so good.
Yep.
Like if you're playing anything with green in it. So I
Then
like
the next card that got reprinted.
it. Yeah, this guy's good. This guy is good, and I understand why they reprinted it. Junk Reanimator is kind of really good right now.
And now
And
it's
this will
gonna
do
get
well.
even better.
Well, this is good versus it, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have at least 2 of these in my sideboard.
Yep.
With my junk
Yeah,
junk
because they're
deck.
gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna put all these creatures in my graveyard,
Right.
and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna eat your Angel of Serenity now.
And something very important is that this comes into play. It doesn't tap for the ability. So you can, if you have like 4 mana up, you can play it, tap 2 green, kill their Angel of Serenity, and kill their Thragtusk or whatever.
Yep.
And then it goes up to a 4/4,
Yep.
and you get 2 life.
Yep.
For 4 mana.
Yep.
It's very good. This card is something you want. If you see it, in a draft or whatever, pick it up because you
I've
can
got
sell
3
it.
of them, so.
You've got 3, so you're pretty much set. You just need 1 more. I need to go pick up a full play set, which I'm sure is going to be about $50.
Have you bought Magic online?
What do you mean?
Or the M14 game from
Oh
Steam?
no, I haven't.
Buy it on Steam. They give you one of these for free.
Like a real life
Yeah.
version? Damn.
Yeah.
How much is it?
It's like, I think it's like $9.
Alright, guys, so if you have Steam, go buy that because
Or
it's probably
iPad
cheaper
or
than a card.
Android. If you
That's
buy
right,
it on
yeah.
any of those, technically you can get 3 of them for the
Right.
cost of $30.
And you get the game too.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, that's a good way to get one because they're probably going to be more than $10.
Yeah.
It's like looking.
They're
This
going
is a
for 25 right now.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. They're good.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Spore Mound, eh.
Eh. Yeah. 1/1 Saprolings just aren't that great. Like they're chump blockers.
Yep. That's all it is.
Unless there's like the Thallid deck in Modern Masters right now is different because you can consistently put a whole bunch of them out. The thing about Spore Mound is it comes out on turn 5. So, I mean, how many lands do you even play in a game? Like 8, 9. So, assuming you get this on turn 5, you can put like 4 Saprolings out.
Yeah.
And you get the 3/3, but it's just not really worth it. So, it's gonna be okay and limited, I suppose. Like if you see this in your sealed pool, you pick it up. Be like, all right, well maybe I'll use this. It's nothing you're gonna be super excited about unless I'm completely missing something.
No. Troll Hide's a reprint. You know.
It's good. 2/2 has regenerate. I
Yep.
like it.
Vestwood Gorger is a reprint. Vestwood Hydra, though, can we talk about it pairing with the other Hydra?
All right. So this is another have +1 counters on it. It's mono green. When it dies, you may distribute any number.
All the counters elsewhere.
These Hydras are so good. What are you thinking? I'm playing mono. I'm considering switching to mono green. Just like Scavenging Ooze, the Hydras, Garrick.
Yeah.
They're all so good.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not play them? Primeval Bounty is also just incredible.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Even like giant spiders. So now we have that
Yep.
answer to air units. Like flyers don't scare mono green right now
Nope.
because they're like, oh, giant spider. This card's ridiculous. If you like giant growth with giant spider, I know that's probably never gonna happen. It shouldn't. Well, it'll happen eventually at some point, but like it shouldn't be something you're consistently worried about or trying to do. But like, it has reach, so giant growth in your reach creature can just blow them out on the air a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Mono green looks really good.
Yep.
So does mono black though.
Vertenhaven got reprinted. I'm happy about that. Voracious Worm, it's a dude.
It's a dude. He does stuff. I don't know. Do we really need Vertenhaven right now? Like, because Vertenhaven is Dragon Maze. It's fine and limited, but like, is fixing that important? Though they were like, okay, we need to put it in now instead of just waiting until the next core set.
I don't know. Witch Stalker, interesting.
Uh, okay. This is kind of the same idea as voice, but not broken.
Yeah.
Like the hexproof 3/3 is really nice. Like a hexproof 3/3 for 3 is good, especially when it has that up. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I quite like this.
Yep.
It's gonna be good in mono green, especially this is like a sideboard card. You know, there's it's good versus pretty much any colors, but if you hit like Esper Control or like a Dimir deck, you're just like, okay, I want Witch Stalker, thank you,
Yep.
because a lot of the stuff they play on your turn, like far and away, just gets trashed by this.
Yep. And then Woodborne Behemoth, just it's another dude. So
Yeah, he comes out on turn 5 as a 4/4.
Yep.
Later on, he's relevant. It's cool.
Yep. So we're getting close to time. I'm gonna go quick through the artifacts. Just hit the pretty relevant ones. Bubbling Cauldron because that goes with the witch. Door of Destinies is back. So,
Yeah. After I traded mine away.
Guardian of Ages is retarded.
A 7/7 defender for 7. so it's like, hey, I got this out. You want to attack me? I'll leave it open.
Yeah.
And then they do it. You're like, hey, what up? Bam! 7 to the face.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yep. It's interesting.
Yeah. Haunted Plate Mail.
Yep. I like Haunted Plate Mail.
All right. I mean, I got no problem with it. It's a little weird.
Yep.
It's like a creature that is there, and like it's gonna be there when you get your stuff removed because it's harder to kill artifacts than it is creatures. So, whatever, it's fine.
Can we talk about red deck wins getting Pyromancer's Gauntlet, please?
Yep, we can talk about that. Let me read it quick here.
Just enjoy that.
All right, yeah. This plus Chandra is gonna be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, this might make Chandra playable.
Yep.
Maybe, because doing 3 to a creature and 3 to a player. I mean, having punished enemies as a +1 on your Planeswalker is
Yep.
pretty nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
If you get this and a Chandra, you just take both and win.
Right. If you don't get this and a Chandra, it's probably not going to be all that great.
Nope.
Like, Shock is nice. Like, and then you can do 4 for 1 red, which is
Yep.
pretty sweet.
Ratchet Bomb, I like.
Yeah, it's a reprint.
Yep.
It's been good before. It's probably
Yep.
going to be good now.
Ring of Three Wishes wasn't a big fan.
Yeah, this is bad.
The Stronic Resonator,
Yeah.
not a big fan.
It's whatever.
And then, of course, we all heard Mutavault's back. So,
Moonvault! Woo! It's good. We talked about this last time. It's a
Yeah.
good card.
yeah.
Shimmering Grotto as well, back for fixing. I do like these fixing cards. I hope they reprint the Buddy Lands.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. They're either going to reprint them in M14, or what's the new set called?
Theros.
Theros?
Yeah.
They're either going to reprint them or Theros will have some really nice fixing in it.
Alright, so that's that tonight, guys. So let's get on to the deck tech, because you guys are definitely interested, and a lot of people did want to watch the deck tech and see it. So, what are we going to get into tonight? It is my Maze's End deck.
It's a gooder.
It's fun. So, how do you win with Maze's End? One will ask.
How do you
And-
win with Mrs. End?
What you do is you become a giant dick.
Yep.
So the first
Yeah.
4 cards we have definitely set it up to become a giant dick.
Uh-huh. Mono Bloom, pretty cool. And by that I mean, it does nothing except other than it's an enchantment in this deck. And like you randomly have a lot of mana, like a lot of lands that you're not using. and so you can use it then and just have a bunch. I don't
Yep.
know. I feel like there's probably other enchantments that might do it, but at this point, Mana Bloom looks pretty darn good if you
Well,
watch this
Mana
deck.
Bloom's great because you can actually use it as part of what Sphere of Safety does.
Right.
And Sphere of Safety basically says that's why this deck works really well. I'll go into the combo of it. Sphere of Safety basically says for the number of enchantments you have, they have to pay X mana to attack you per creature.
Hmm.
So if they have 6 creatures out and you have 7 enchantments, they have to pay 7 mana per creature to attack you.
Yep. And as you can see, this deck has a lot of enchantments.
It's all
4
enchantments.
for Mana Bloom, 4 for Oblivion Ring, 4 for Possibility Storm, or 3
Well,
for Possibility Storm.
3 Possibility Storms. You don't want to go crazy.
Yeah.
But Possibility Storm also pairs with another card in here, and we'll go over that in next slide.
Right. But I mean, this is 15 enchantments by itself. That's
Yeah.
something worth mentioning. That's a lot.
Next slide. Actually, it's going to be the third slide then. So the next one is we have our mana fixing here, which is Abundant Growth. An enchantment for 1 that gives me any mana I want.
Any color, yeah. Pacifism. It's a premier removal spell. For 2, this is fantastic.
Yep.
I love the little mouse on his shoulder. Or whatever that is.
It is. It's actually a lot of fun. Pacifism just plays really well. I'm glad to still see it here. And then Verdant Haven, God knows, it's just extra mana.
Yep. Straight up, it's an enchantment, it's extra mana. All there's to say.
So we move to the next one. And that's where Possibility Storm fixes right there. Curse of Exhaustion.
Yep.
Basically, it says I play 1. You're allowed to play 1 spell a turn. And then that spell with Possibility Storm says, okay, exile that spell, and then play another spell. But since you already played your 1 spell a turn, it basically stops you from playing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have Sphere, Possibility Storm, and Curse, basically you're free to just do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, pretty much. And since it's a Maze's End deck, if you have Maze's End before you get that combo up, you can win. Because that's not a spell, that's a land. You can just search your land, play it, play Maze's End. Search your land, play it, play Maze's End. There's absolutely nothing they can do about it, ever.
Yep.
You win the game.
You got it. The other card that I really love in this deck is Urban Evolution. It's a 3-off in this deck. It lets you play an extra land for a turn. And also, it just gets you stuff.
Yeah, it's card advantage. Cards like this are just awesome. They're the kind of stuff that you want to play, especially with Maze's End, where getting your specific lands is really important.
Then the next one is going to be the land base, because you do have 26 lands. So, of course, we run 4 Maze's End. Why wouldn't you run 4 Maze's End? And then I run 2 of each Guildgate. So 2 Azorius, 2 Boros, 2 Gagari, 2 Gruul, 2 Izzet. And then we get to the big 5 slide. I do run a 1-off in a forest. In case you need... So say it's like... turn 3, you want to get Abundant Growth out, or not Abundant Growth, but Verdant Haven out, and you have this in your hand, you get lucky, you have the 1-off, you can get Verdant Haven out really quick.
Yep.
And that just gives you more mana quicker. And then, of course, 2 of every other one except for Selesnya, because we run a lot of green and white stuff. So.
Yep. It's more or less a green-white deck with Possibility Storm Splash.
Yep. You got it.
It's good, though.
And Saper, thank you so much. Yeah, we do this a lot. If you hit the follow button, We do weekly draft shows. We do weekly this weekly show every week. It's been changing. We're trying to lock down a day. It'll probably be
Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday. We haven't
Yeah.
locked it in yet because
Yeah.
Fridays is our Friday Night Magic. So
Mhm. And there's also a third guy who's usually with us. But...
yep, Nanman's generally with us, and
Yep.
he has a lot of stuff. Next week's deck tech will be your Jund deck,
It is.
so that will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're doing the Giant deck because I'm going to be going to GP Calgary. And I figure we might as well talk about the deck that I'm going to go win it with. Yep, I'm just saying it. I'm going to win. No, I'll probably get in the first, 3 rounds, but that's fine. I can just play inside events, which is completely fine by me.
Yeah, play inside events, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'm going for the experience, not any kind of anything else. Maybe get some Planeswalker points.
So other than that, I mean, what this deck does, and I can actually tell you guys, I have had a lot of, not in my store because I actually work in a local shop here, and we're gonna be doing a lot of streaming. They do sponsor the show, State of the Gathering. It's Paradise Games if you live in Western New York. We are in Rochester, and it's a lot of fun. But we'll be streaming a lot of Magic through them too. But online, I do practice decks. Like, I will deck test a ton of decks online. And this one has caused more rage than any other deck I've ever deck tested. Case in point, what happened tonight. You know, what I told you. Is that guy, you know...
He got upset.
He got very upset and then said, I don't have time for you, and just left. He goes, grow up, Junior, or something. He goes,
Yeah.
and I don't think he realizes I'm 30 years old. I've been playing Magic for 16 years plus. So when I say I'm the mad scientist of decks, yes.
It's because he's seen every single deck ever.
And Black Lotus, probably not anymore. I traded a lot of my Modern and Legacy stuff away.
Did you have one?
I did.
Nice.
I've gotten rid of a lot of that stuff because I just don't... It's basically I don't have time with the baby and everything, and running UR Gaming and 800 other things, and working in the store. I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
So I play Standard a lot, and I play online a retarded amount. And it kind of helps center my deck builds, and so games wise, we run StarCraft 2, League of Legends, Dota, CS:GO, soon to be COD, and then of course now Magic because I'm the CEO and I can do what I want. So
There you go.
what are they gonna do about it?
What you got?
Yeah.
You got something against it? You're out.
So I mean, what do you think, Brandon? What do you think of it? You've seen this deck play.
Yeah, I've seen it play, and I want one. And it's really not a very expensive deck. That's one thing I really like about it.
No,
Pretty much
actually,
anybody
in real
can
life,
go and
I
get
think
this
you can
deck.
get it. Anyone in real life could do this deck for about $15.
Yep. Possibility Storm is pretty much... I mean, there's no card in here that's worth anything except for, O-Ring.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only one here that's worth even $1.
Yep.
I don't. It's not probably not even worth $1 because it is a common. So,
Yep.
I just like this deck. I'm gonna build one. I'm gonna play it at FNM at some point, and everybody's gonna be like, "What? Where's your Jund deck?" I'm not. Nah, playing this today, and it's gonna be good times.
Yeah,
I'm
and
very
then when
excited.
you win,
Yeah, I'll win the tournament.
yeah,
Everyone's like, "What? How did that happen?"
it's called Amazing. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the best thing ever.
The best thing ever. Sounds good.
I personally love it. I mean, I play trick decks. For anyone that doesn't know, I play a lot of stupidly tricky decks that they bring me joy.
Yeah, that's what counts.
And then my new reanimator will bring me a lot of joy.
I'm gonna laugh. Like, if it works out, I'll consider it. Like, if you have a deck that works, I'd be down for playing these. Like, I don't know if I want to play Maze M, because that's not really the style I like. I not as my main deck anyway. Like, I want to keep with Jonda. I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Big creatures, lots of removal, just threats and then answers. That's all there really is, and it's a lot more simple.
Yep.
But I mean, this Maze Zen deck, like I said, I fully intend on trying it out a couple times, and when your Reanimator deck comes out, if it's, a reasonable price for me, just go pick it up. I'll probably try that out too, because they just look like they're fun.
Well, that's why I do offer it, and more and more as this show grows and everything, you and me have talked about it. We'll bring people in and teach them and work with them, and as a side gift, maybe every now and again we'll gift them a deck.
Yeah.
So
that'd be fun.
Gift them a deck that we built, or put them in Magic Online and have them draft with us, and we'll help them draft.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a fun time. Other than that, did you wanna talk about Modern Masters? Or do you just want to do that next week? We're kind of.
I think we're getting close. I mean, we're over 2 hours. We generally try to keep the show at 2 hours. M14 needed to be talked about tonight, though.
Yeah.
With pre-release being right on Saturday this week.
Right. Also, watch out. I know I hate to plug someone else's organization, but Star City always has like Brad Nelson and Evan Irwin. They just like review the entire set. They know more about Magic than we do, so go watch that as well. Like, if that's a good way to get better and to understand the set. Just saying.
I'm saying you should talk to me about it, because I will tell you what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah, talk to all of us.
Yeah. I can tell you what my brain's already wrapping itself around and going, I see this going completely different.
See, yeah, that's the thing, though. Will it go the way you think, or will it, go the more reasonable route?
There's some stuff that's going to be completely broken.
Yeah, I mean, those Hydras are just good.
Yeah, the Hydras, because right now you also got to remember, Primordial Hydra is still going to be in play for another 3 months or whatever.
Oh, which one?
Primordial. M13.
Oh,
M13
again.
doesn't cycle out till...
I was thinking Savageborn Hydra.
Savageborn Hydra is still there.
Should also be good with this deck.
Double strike with trample. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isn't it counter-based? Yeah, it's
it's counter-based.
So, if you have Savage... Just like the Hydra deck.
Yeah.
That's going to be a thing.
That was going to be my Mad Scientist Bastardized deck next.
At the Hydra deck?
Hydra. Just go Hydras.
Hydra. It works in... Well, it doesn't really work in Brood War. Or, sorry, in HOTS. It worked in Brood War.
Yeah.
You could have, like, Hydras and then something really small. Like the Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah.
You'd be like, Hydra Ling deck.
Yep. Hydra wins. People are like, what are you doing? I'll be like, Hydra.
Playing Hydra Ling, they're like, what?
Yep. Hydra Ooze. Hydra Ooze.
Hydra Ooze. Yep.
And they'd be like, what? I'd be like, just trust me.
It'll be cool.
You'll sit there, and your mouth will go, what? And when I have Primordial Hydra out, and I have Savageborn Hydra out, and then I bring out Declonian Hydra and go,
Hydra.
double everything. Go Hydra Rangers.
Hydra Rangers.
Yep.
That's good stuff, man.
All right, so you want to close out the show? Because
Yeah.
we're over 2
do
hours
it.
now.
So
You do your shout-outs, and I'll go last.
I will do that. I'm Morel. You can follow me on Twitter at MorelTV. Also, I got YouTube, which... Okay, here's the thing. I want to do draft videos, but I also don't have money to do a lot of draft videos. So they're going to be uploaded at some point, but not a whole lot right away until I start like winning 8-4s consistently. So I'll talk about stuff like I'll look at my gen deck and stuff on my YouTube. You can check that out. It's youtube.com/muatarntv, and then also my stream. If I'm gonna do drafts, that's where it's gonna be. Also, I am a StarCraft 2 caster, so if you want to check out some StarCraft 2 casts, check them out on the YouTube, and then also my stream, like I was talking about, twitch.tv/muataran, Muataran. It's a pain in the ass to spell that, so I'm trying to change it to Morel, which is way easier, and I'm good.
All right. So, guys, please hit the follow button. Thank you, and Sepper, to come in, and maybe if you're definitely interested and want to do a show, we'll bring you in and maybe see how you draft and see if we can't give you pointers or whatnot. I want to thank our sponsor, Paradise Games. Probably the best. It is the best store in Western New York right now. They sanction more Magic events than any other store right now, as far as I know. There might be one other that's a higher, and that's in Buffalo, but not many. And then, of course, follow me at Hand From Above or at URGamers. The show goes live weekly every week, Saturday or Sunday night. Right now, we haven't nailed down a day because, well, it is the summer and we have pre-release coming up this Saturday, and I probably will not be on. So
yeah, I know.
Expect Sunday again.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Sunday.
I think I'm working both pre-releases, which means I'm in both pre-releases.
You get to play them too.
Yes.
So like, I want your job, dude. Like straight up. I want to work in a magic shop. That'd be so cool.
I'm gonna own one hopefully here pretty soon. So.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Too bad I don't live in New York, or that would be a thing.
Yeah. So other than that, we missed Nanman. So shoot him some love, next week, whatever.
It felt a little empty.
It did feel a little empty today, but we had fun. Went over all of M13, and we're still missing 48 cards. So we'll see what they print out, because we probably won't hear about them till Sunday, till Saturday. So expect Sunday to basically be filled with an M14 review.
Yep.
After we have played it, said how good it is, say how bad it is, and after I tell you guys how much Magic I actually played in the stream of 2 days. So I wouldn't expect too much streaming. You might see me streaming a little bit on State of the Gathering, deck testing some stuff beforehand. But other than that, yeah, follow us here, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is episode number 2 of State of the Gathering. I am Hand From Above with my man, Brendan Morel. And we will talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, man.